Hey everyone, this is Ian with AlphaCars and Motorcycles. Today I have a very special Porsche to share with you. This is a 2015 Porsche Macan S, and to kick it off, some highlights of this Macan. It's a one-owner vehicle and it has over $17,000 in factory options. So this Porsche is very well equipped, and as we can tell, it was cared for so lovingly. It's in really impeccable condition. So in this video, we're gonna learn about its condition and some of its standout features as well. And of course we know this is the Macan S, so it has the 3-liter twin turbocharged V6 that produces 340 horsepower. So paired with that 7-speed PDK transmission and all-wheel drive, this will get you to 60 in just around 5 seconds. So if you're new to the channel, welcome to AlphaCars. We share daily motoring content on cool things like this Porsche, so definitely subscribe so you don't miss out. But now, let's take a closer look at this Macan. So as we take a look at the exterior condition, I will mention briefly, it is a one-owner vehicle, as I said in the intro, and it was serviced by the same selling dealership all the way up until we acquired it this year. So that, I mean, that's some of the best history on a vehicle you really could get. Having it sold by a Porsche dealer and then serviced by that same Porsche dealer throughout its whole life. They were familiar with the car and they saw it, on time according with their, maintenance schedule. So that is really, that's hard to find in itself, is really a transparent history of a vehicle. This has all original paint, original body panels. We confirm that with our paint meter test with our paint thickness readings. So check those out. Those are on the website on the listing of the vehicle. But talking more about the paint now, looks so nice. Even the headlights look crystal clear. I don't see much of any evidence of like rock chips or the usual damage you would find from a vehicle that's driven maybe like in the salt or in the winter conditions, like on the highway where the kind of rock salt and stuff is kicking up everywhere off people's cars. And now looking at the side of the vehicle, I'm showing you at this angle so you can see if there's any door dings or scratches, and I really have nothing to report with what I'm showing you. We can see it's really just a perfect reflection. And I think this vehicle looks so sharp in general, especially in this color and those black trims. We have the black diffuser with that quad exhaust, the gloss black trim for the spoiler there. Really just a sharp looking vehicle. Let's check out the wheel and tire condition. Front and rear tires have 85% material remaining. We can really tell they look almost new. Some really nice Continentals. Wheel condition and caliper condition, so nice. Those huge Porsche calipers on the front. And checking out this rear wheel. This does have a staggered tire setup, so it has 255 width tires in the back and 235 width in the front. So really awesome handling car, and it really needs all that tire width to put down the power and torque that this produces. So once again, we can see how nice the tire condition is, the wheel condition, as well as the calipers, even the rotors. I mean, look, no corrosion on the rotors, those big vented rotors in the front. So that's really a telltale sign this car is really well cared for. Especially driven in the winter, the calipers and especially the rotors, those will show signs of corrosion pretty easily if the car, isn't detailed regularly or cared for in a proper way. And this car really passes that test impeccably. Now looking at the rear bumper, those quad exhausts. At the end of this video, we do have an underbody segment where we check out the underbody condition. We did a light undercoating on this as well with an amber product, so that'll kind of future-proof it with protecting it from future salt and elements, depending on how the next owner is going to use the vehicle. And I did mention at the beginning of this video, this has over $17,000 in factory options, you know, one of those being the panoramic sunroof. So let's just take a scan over there. I don't see any imperfections in the roof or the glass. And once we're inside the vehicle, I'll show you the operation of that as well. And once we're inside the vehicle, I will read off the packages this car has. Of course, everything's broken down for you, very easy to read on our online listing. So once again, check that out. But this video is just so we can get to know the car and see everything, you know, from all angles and just learn a bit more about it. So now, a question for you: do you know how to open the rear hatch? You can see very sleek body lines, no grab handle or anything. Just really nice looking vehicle. They incorporated it with the rear wiper. So you just push that little button there. It's self-opening, it works beautifully. And then taking a look, sorry about the camera there. There we go, taking a look, even all the jams, I don't see any corrosion in those, like on the hinges. If I get the camera to focus here with this beautiful white color. We can see all the jams nice and clean. Same thing with the bumper. The condition of the bumper is really nice. And now looking at the interior, awesome shade of kind of like this this brown color, kind of like a dark brown. Really beautiful color. We can see the condition back here is great, and it even has the cargo cover there, which comes up with the hatch. And there's even, I like this, they have storage underneath this, so you could have maybe an umbrella or just some important items, a small umbrella. You could have just some small important items under there that are easy to get to. And now if I pan the camera down for us, we can see all the original floor mats. Really little to no wear. Well, when I say little wear, I would just say no wear on these. It's hard to tell they're even used. And then we can see the condition under them of the cargo area. So now let me show you the left side. All very nice. I'm not going to skip anything. I'm going to show you everything on this vehicle. And now if we lift up our trunk floor, of course you can lift it up fully, but this is kind of what I can do with one hand. I can get it up a little more for you. So we see it has the spare wheel there, and it is the deflated tire style, so they can, or space saver style. Pretty cool how they do that. So that would just get aired up, you know, when you're going to use it, but for storing it, it saves space. So that's pretty cool. We can see all the original tools are there, original jack. Really doesn't look used to me. See part of the Bose sound system back here. That's also one of the options. I'm guessing there's maybe some sound processors or an amp in there, or both. This bag, we can see it has factory Porsche writing on it. This is a new license plate bracket. So if you need to run a front license plate and you want to use a factory bracket for that, that is what that is, and that is of course included with the vehicle. So now to shut this, we've got a couple of buttons to choose from, and one of them, if we press this right one, that'll lock the vehicle when it shuts. So that's cool. If this was your final step and you're going to leave the vehicle, you can just hit one button and it'll lock itself when it closes, but we're not going to do that. All very nice. And I will note, you may notice this little black mark here. That's some material that's from the back of a license plate being here. Of course, this is where the rear license plate goes. So obviously that'll never be seen again, but this isn't like gouged up or anything. From what it feels like to me, it just feels like some materials on there from the license plate. So like I said, no stone unturned, so to speak. I'm gonna show you everything on this vehicle because it is an awesome example. Of course, this vehicle is a used vehicle, but it's in almost, you know, like a new vehicle condition as we're seeing. And then this leather seat trim is called espresso. So, I mean, when I look at that color, it's kind of cold today in New England. That makes me want to go in and make a nice cup of espresso. It's a really, really nice shade of brown. And now looking in here, I apologize for the lighting. Let me open up that other door. And all the door handles operate very smoothly. All the doors open and close smoothly, you know, as designed. Now that I've got both doors open, we've got some more light in here so we can check out, like, even these rear seats are quite amazing. Let me pan the camera down for you. Sorry about that. So all very nice, super like supple and comfortable. And we can see there's also our armrest there to put our cup holders down, which have the little adjusters in them depending on the style of cup that's in there. And then I will note there is just a little bit of kind of wear marks on the leather, just on that center space. I mean, I think most of the time someone would probably have this folded down, and there's no damage to the leather. It's just some like imprints from something that was resting up there. So like I said, just want to mention that. Nice little storage cubby in here. Your passengers, they can put their phone in here, slide their phone in there, and there's a little outlet right there as well, 12-volt outlet. You can see the carpet is in really impeccable condition. It almost smells pretty new in here as well. It smells really nice. It passes the smell test for sure. And now checking out the door jambs. Once again, everything on this car is so clean. We can see, even I'll show you the bottom of the doors. It's just all very, very nice. Let me go over to this door and give it the same treatment. All the rubber door seals are nice. No rust or corrosion or anything to worry about with those hinges. Let me open this one more time, because let me show you that panoramic sunroof. So you can see out there some of the New England trees. And then if I get the camera to focus for us, you can see the headliner is in really nice shape as well. I don't see any damage or scuffs of any kind. And we will take kind of a better look at that once we're in the driver's seat as well. Now we're on to the passenger compartment. Once again, door opens very nice. Checking out the kick panels here, sides of the seat. And of course, with this package, it has, these seats are 18-way adjustable. Pretty crazy. I mean, even look at all the adjustability, all the switches there. The sport seats, of course, the bolsters are huge, tons of support, super comfortable. They're heated as well. And we can see we've got the Porsche logo there, very, very nice, right in the leather. And we can see really minimal to no signs of wear on the seats. The most common area is really gonna be this bolster here, because depending on how you get in and out of the vehicle, that's a good telltale sign of kind of how a vehicle was treated. And this one, we can tell there's a lot of care when kind of people got in and out, because there's little to no marks on the leather there from people doing that. We've seen cars where they have 2,000 miles on them and the bolster is already very worn because of people getting in and out improperly with a sport seat. And now just giving you kind of a bird's eye view of the interior. It just looks awesome, looks so nice. If we open the glove box, we can see the soft close function works beautifully. And continuing the trend with this car, we've got original start guide, original owner's manual, the nice leather book. This is all in. I'm going to show you that. Slide this back in. There is a nice LED light in the glove box as well. So that's all beautiful. And I believe this is to hold a pen right here, so you can have a writing utensil ready whenever you need it. And then looking at the top of the dash condition just quickly, looks very nice. You've got the traditional clock there, as you would expect with a vehicle with these packages. Nice Bose sound system. It does sound really nice. And looking at the bottom of the door, presents beautifully. And then I will note, as we make our way now to the driver's seat, sorry about the camera there, windshield looks very nice. I don't see any evidences of like chips. If you look at it for yourself, I really don't see any particular damage to the windshield. Looks very, very nice. Let me cover the driver's seat condition before I step in. We'll also start it up and hear it. So a little more wear is noticeable on the driver's seat. Just that bolster though, the rest of the seat is in really nice condition. Even this inside upper bolster really presents beautifully. So like I said, and really you kind of have to have a trained eye. Like you can tell a little bit right here, but other than that, it looks really, really nice. And like I said, that's very, very light minor wear there from how nicely this vehicle has been used, and with the mileage that's on it as well. So let me show you the driver's door. You can see how the door seals present nicely, all the wiring harness, boots and everything. Even all the switches and stuff in this car really look beautiful as they would. So now as we hop in, we've got the nice Macan S graphic on the right there. And check this out, 64,000 miles. So obviously this car is used, it's been enjoyed, but 64,000 miles on a, very robust platform like this. This car has tons and tons of life in it. I really like German vehicles. I've had many of them. I've only had German vehicles, and to me, 64,000 miles, that's kind of just broken in, not very much mileage, especially for a vehicle like this that has a tried and true platform used across other manufacturers as well, if you know about the Macan platform and what it's based on. So now let's start it up. We've got the traditional left side key fob here, left side ignition of the Porsche. So we're going to turn our ignition on, put a foot on the brake, fires right up, and it runs beautifully. I've got our display screen there. We've got our range and some of our telemetry. So you can see there plenty of oil pressure, battery's charging nicely. So just very smooth running car. So now as we take a little look at the interior and the buttons, let me read off to you the packages this car has. So you can see the buttons there. I don't see any bit of wear or scratching or anything on them. They all look beautiful, especially these little screens here for our dual zone climate control. So let me quickly read some of these to you. So we've got the Porsche crest on front headlights, the espresso natural leather seat trim, the wheel hub cover with colored Porsche crest, panoramic roof system, sport design side skirts, body color plastic side blades, lane change assist and lane keeping assist, which is configurable through this dash, heated front seats, Porsche entry and drive, adaptive cruise control. Once again, that's all configurable, that cruise control. Rear view camera with front and rear park assist. That's super helpful. Let me put it in reverse for you. And we can see our screen will come up with that 360 view. Or I say 360, but it's a rear and a front, parking assist there. But you can see the screen, there's no discrepancies in it. It's beautiful quality actually for a reverse camera. We've got the 18-way adaptive sport seats with a memory package. So I'll put the vehicle back in park. We can see we've got a couple of memory settings there and 3 on the passenger side. So no matter who gets in the vehicle, you can all have your own profile of how you like to sit. The Bose surround sound system, got the light comfort package, which gives us all that wonderful LED lighting. And then that is about it. So 17,930 in installed options. So now taking a look, you can see from the driver's area. So really, really quite amazing, all the stuff on this Macan. So if I put forward our sunshade, I will watch the whole thing go forward. I can show you it works beautifully. There's no abnormal noises. So now we've got more privacy in here from the sun. And then same thing, I'll put it all the way back for you, showing you it works beautifully. No wrinkles in it or anything. All tensions up correctly. And now I will open the sunroof for you. Once again, it works awesome. It's a bit cold out today in New England, so I'm going to shut that. But we can see even the little wind deflector pops up in the front. It all works as you would expect. So you can see no abnormal noises or anything. It all just works really quite beautifully. So now let me step out of the vehicle. You can hear that nice idle of that twin turbo V6. Nice sounding exhaust from the factory on these as well. So now let's take a look at the underbody. I have a separate footage I'll cut to of when we had it up on the lift in our service department. So now let's get familiar with the condition of the underbody. Now, welcome to AlphaCars Service Center. We're going to take a look at the Macan's underbody, and we saw next to it a really nice brand new Lexus SUV there that is going to get some rust proofing done to it, as it's brand new, was just driven here from the showroom. And this Macan, the underbody is in really, really nice shape as well. And what we did on the Macan, we did a light kind of rust proofing product, an amber coating, it's called. So if you see kind of that yellow hue there, even on like the aluminum parts, what that does, it gives it some nice protection that will soak into any like existing, little bit of surface rust. The amber coating, it's a really good product that will really help the underbody stay looking nice and fight any sort of rust starting and mitigate, any existing light surface rust. So just looking at the underbody of the Macan, you can see even the sway bar, which is that black piece right there, all looks very nice. Subframe looks very nice. Springs as well. So really it's in very, very nice shape, and I don't see really any like bumps or scrapes. Even looking at the underside of like the exhaust tips and the splash panels and stuff, that will really tell you how a car was treated. And even on the gas tank, I don't see any like scrape marks or anything. We can just tell this car was really cared for. And same thing, even like all the ball joints, all the boots are good, CV joints, everything is really just in tip-top shape down here. And we wanted to preserve, this condition as well by spraying that, amber coating on the exposed surfaces. So now that we've explored the underbody of the Macan, I'll give some final comments. So now that we've learned really everything there is to know about this Macan's condition, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions about this Macan, reference the online listing. That will be very clear if this is still available or not. And if it is still available, it will have pricing on there as well. This has been Ian reporting from our Boxborough location. Please leave a like on this video and subscribe so that you don't miss out on the latest motoring content.